Welcome back to Blacken Beet Bike Update, where we bring you the raw, unfiltered truth about every machine on two wheels. Today, we're looking at one of India's most iconic urban cruisers that's evolved again for 2025 at the Bajaj Avenger Street 160. Whether you're planning your first cruiser or looking for a daily rider with street character, stay with us, you don't want to miss this. Right off the bat, the Avenger Street 160 keeps its unmistakable identity, that low-slung cruiser DNA, wide stance, and relaxed ergonomics. But in 2025, Bajaj has sharpened its visual attitude just a bit more. You've got two bold color choices, a ebony black and spicy red. They don't just scream street, they whisper cool confidence. Up front, the halogen headlamp setup remains classic, flanked by a matte finished cowl that hugs the lamp tightly, giving it a beefier face. The front fender hugs the tire cleanly, ain't nothing excessive here, and that's exactly what keeps it stylishly minimal. Move to the side, and that's where the silhouette truly speaks cruiser. Long wheelbase, flat single-piece seat, matte black exhaust, and black tout alloy wheels all play into that dark street look. The handlebar is wide, almost like arms out in control, keeping your posture upright yet slightly leaned back. The tank wears the Avenger logo proudly, and it's sculpted well to let your knees grip naturally. Bajaj hasn't gone overboard with the chrome here, just a few clean touches around the exhaust and rear grab rails. From the back, the Avenger's design is even more distinct. The LED tail lamp sits just under the pillion seat with clear indicators mounted wide apart. The rear fender extends neatly and ends just over the 130 section rear tire. This tire is fat enough to add that chunky cruiser stance but still nimble for city streets. Even the grab rail is integrated smartly, serving function without ruining the flow of the design. Let's get to the heart of it, at the engine. The 160.3cc, single-cylinder, air and oil-cooled DTSI fuel-injected motor still makes 15 PS of power at 8,500 RPM and 13.7 Nm of torque at 7,000 RPM. Now those aren't class-topping figures, but it's tuned for a smooth and usable power delivery, something beginner riders will appreciate. What's improved for 2025 is the refinement. Vibes are better controlled now. At idle and up to mid-rev ranges, it stays calm, and even if you twist that throttle harder, it doesn't sound harsh, just a crisp thump that suits the bike's personality. As far as performance goes, this bike isn't meant to win drag races, but it's more than capable for your daily 40 to 60 km commutes and even weekend 150 km rides. The gear ratios feel well spaced, the clutch action is light, and the bike doesn't feel underpowered in traffic. The 5-speed gearbox shifts cleanly, and even at low speeds in second gear, it doesn't jerk. And then there's the ride comfort, probably the highlight of this machine. The telescopic front forks and twin shock absorbers at the rear are soft enough to absorb most potholes without tossing you around. You can ride this for hours and still feel good climbing off it. Braking duties are handled by a 280mm front disc with single-channel ABS and a 130mm rear drum. Braking feedback is adequate, not razor sharp, but enough for controlled stops in city conditions. The ABS engages early, but again, this is more of a safety net than a performance feature. The tires, 90/90 section up front and 130/90 at the rear, give you decent grip and stability, even on slightly wet or dusty roads. Coming to fuel efficiency, and yes, it's still one of the big reasons people pick this over any other entry cruiser. You're looking at a realistic 44 to 47 km per liter if you ride sensibly. With a 13-liter fuel tank, you're getting close to 550 km on a full tank. That's impressive and easy on the wallet. As for pricing, the 2025 Bajaj Avenger Street 160 is currently priced around a superscript 1.18 lakh ex showroom. Depending on your location, that places it just above a basic commuter but well below most premium cruisers, giving it a strong value for money tag. What you get at that price is a reliable, refined, easygoing cruiser that turns heads but doesn't demand too much from your pocket. So here's the final verdict. If you're chasing big horsepower or high-speed touring, this isn't your machine. But if you want a comfortable, stylish, Reliable street cruiser with solid build quality, smooth city manners, and a vibe that's just plain cool. The 2025 Avenger Street 160 delivers exactly that. It's built for those who ride not for speed, but for the feel, that smooth glide through traffic, that easy posture, that everyday fun. That's it for today's deep dive. If you enjoyed the ride, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more authentic bike reviews, and share this with someone who's thinking about buying their first cruiser. Drop your questions or experiences with the Avenger in the comments. We always read them. Until next time.